This is my friend Sreenivas. Say hi to the viewers. I am going to also play in Zen mode again. Let's start the game. Okay, we're black and our opponent. We're waiting. Let's see. I hope he plays. I don't want to waste recordings. Okay, he plays. He goes e4. Um, let's see. I'll go for the French defense. e6. Knight c3. People usually go d4, but it's okay. We can go d5, quite natural. Okay, so he frees up our bishop. We can just take back, and the main French bishop is now open. It has an open diagonal, and let's go bishop d6, developing our king side. He goes, attacks this pawn. We can defend it with c6, I suppose. Nothing wrong with that. He goes here. We can develop our knight also. If we had developed it here, it would be too symmetric. So I went for this idea. Let's castle. Our opponent's castled, so we will mirror it. Okay, he took the open file. That's a good move. We have two choices here. We can go bishop here and try to offer an exchange of bishops so that our knight develops forward. Another option is to mirror him and just take our open file, share of the open file as well. I like to make it a bit unsymmetric, so let's go bishop f5. Let's see what he does. Okay, he takes. We take back. Pretty simple so far. Let's see what he does. I think he'll develop this bishop next, and we can do similarly. He will. Okay, let's see what he does, and then continue. He's thinking, which he should, obviously. He attacks this knight. Interesting. If we develop here defending it, because the main opening principle is to obviously develop and defend, or develop and attack, or develop and main thing is development. But
horse might get blocked. The horse might get blocked.
Exactly, that this knight might not find a good square. We could think about queen c8, but our rooks don't connect then.
Okay.
So and I'm not in the mood of moving this knight. It's at a pretty good spot. So you would go queen f6, queen g6. That is a possibility.
Or you can move the pawn, like just to defend, like
Queen f6 also pressures this pawn, which looks good. Does he have some good move here? I don't think so, and we are wasting a lot of time. Let's go queen f6. I don't see something immediately wrong with this. Okay, he develops with tempo. We just slide away, and could he remove this defender? It is very loose, this bishop, so there's a possibility of removing this defender. So let's see. I mean, anything can happen. We should also consider. Okay, is this a blunder? I think this is a blunder, because yes. Well, basically, if he goes here, we just take, and we're not exactly pinned along this file. He thought that maybe it's defended a couple of times, but it's not. It's attacked twice and defended only once. So
maybe he's trying to do a queen exchange or so, but he'll lose.
Queen exchange, he just loses material. So it is not well a good move. I think he just blundered it. There's nothing more than a blunder. Let's go through the game. I think he played the opening really well. Usually I've seen grandmasters not play this kind of move. Here they may have played it, but this is not the critical line. You challenge the French by taking the center.
Yeah, that seems to be like pretty standard move.
Yeah, a very standard move indeed. And then you continue with d5. Let me just show it. Okay, I'll go to an analysis board. Maybe switch off the engine. Okay, oh god, I looked at the it's okay. I should have guessed the eval, sorry, not eval, the elo, and then moved on. Actually, it's pretty good for a 14-15 to develop so well. Okay, so he goes d4, we go d5, and there are four main moves here. Either he can play e5 and just hinder our development of our knight, and also this bishop is forever pinned here now. Not pinned, sorry, that's the wrong term, but it's blocked here. Um, Another move is knight c3. Another move is knight d2, and there's another move here. The main, not the main move. It's another move exchange, and this is pretty dry. And this is the kind of thing we got. We went e6. He went knight f3. We went d5, and he took. This is the exchange variation of some kind of opening. I don't know what we transposed into, but okay, he goes d4. Pretty you know pretty principled play so far. We develop in an might seem inferior sort of fashion, but the main idea is not having exact symmetrical position, because everything is symmetrical here except this. But I saw this in a video by Zen Chess, where he explains the French opening for beginners. Okay, I'll leave the link somewhere. But okay, let's go forward. I develop. He castles. We castle. Rook even. Good move. Not bad. Taking the open file.
What would have
Even
happened if you had taken like
Rook e8, you say?
Yeah.
Um, he could have gone here, and we could have gone here next.
Yeah.
And it looks okay. It's not bad. I think this. I want to play this because it weakens this diagonal,
Okay. Yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
which is pretty not very concrete reasoning, although, but it is very far fetched. But that's how many people think sometimes.
Okay.
By people, I mean top players. It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter in our games, but I think okay, we went bishop f5. Maybe this was a good move here. Just pinning this and applying pressure on my knight and my position. If he goes here, then he's threatening to actually take us, because I cannot take back.
Yes. You're
So
right.
it's quite. It would have been a difficult position to face basically. I think f6 is forced, or h6 g5, that I like more. Basically, bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, and g5. We have to get rid of this pin. We have no choice.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay, we go forward. We take, he takes, we take. He goes, develops with tempo. I saw this develop with tempo, but now that you castled and our king is safe, it's not a huge issue. That is still, like, I believe white has a slight edge, because he gets good development with tempo, and we have not developed this knight yet. But it's not a huge concession. Uh, Concession in the sense that we are losing some important material, and here he just blundered. uh,
That's a big one.
he could just play something like this, or maybe pressure this knight somehow.
Yeah.
So do you have any doubts, anything you thought that might be better?
Yeah, he could have recovered from the blunder. I suppose this was just a material loss, so you shouldn't have just
Resigned, yeah, he
Yeah.
could have played on.
Yes.
But
Of course, at disadvantage, but yeah, he's like his knight seems to be very good position. Especially his queen is like way
this
more
square
open.
is very juicy for this knight.
Yeah.
This knight could maneuver to e2 and
Yeah.
f4.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but it looks juicy to say the least.
Okay.
And
And yeah.
it's a position, and I'll have to prove my material advantage. Maybe
Yeah, but you had a material, but like these are like stuck over here. Like they are
it's
not
not a
very
huge issue, because I have
Yeah.
material advantage. I've played many games where, for example, a fried liver attack game where I was, okay, I'll show you the fried liver. It is e4. Okay, I don't want to make the video too long, but
Yeah.
I'll just go over it briefly. Knight f3.
Hopefully, a next video.
Okay, I was white, I think. I'm not sure. Let me flip the board. Knight f3, bishop c4, and knight f6. Actually transposed somehow, but this is the fried liver attack. Really punishing black for not developing the bishop first. And basically at some point, this is actually a move here. This is called the Traxler counter gambit. So you go here, and he just checks you, and it's a very complicated line. There's a ton of computer analysis on this move, but basically I had my pieces all on the back rank. Okay.
Yeah.
And he had good development and attacking potential, but he just traded down all pieces, and I won in the end because of material advantage. Point being, even if we lack in development in the end position, it is not a huge lack in development. Plus, material advantage is usually like 3 points here, and this
Yeah.
hardly accounts for 0.5, which is a very just I'm just throwing that figure out. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, so it was a good game. I did not expect this from 14-15. I would have guessed something like 1600 at least. His opening was pretty good. This blunder is a very weird one, but okay. That's all for this video, and see you in the next one.